Hey guys, Joel Axbeat here, and today I have one of your favorites. It's another Mark Matthews pocket. So if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you've probably seen this head before. I owned it at one point for like a couple days, and then I sold it at a lacrosse camp. I just bought it to sell it for more, and sold it to the one guy strung with the Mark Matthews pocket already, and he used it so much, it was so beat up. But he absolutely loved it, so he wanted me to string a new one. Just soft mesh gets real beat up easily. So I cleaned the head off a little bit, just kind of washed it, put some soap on it, just for a little bit, and strung on a new Mark Matthews pocket. So a little bit different of a pattern tried this time. So a lot of people debate about the Mark Matthews pocket because it's so unique. It's not your everyday stringing. And there's some things I disagree with East Coast Dyes video, like his tutorial, but a lot of the things he says are really, like, he has a great tutorial for it, but a couple things I do differently just because of the way I interpret it, and I've never had my hands on one, but this is the best attempt. As a disclaimer, don't come and tell me it's not an exact Mark Matthews pocket, because I know it's not. So, yeah. So here it is. What I actually do is, I've really researched it a lot, but I know for sure he does a 9-diamond top string, and I was looking, and one thing I changed with this, he starts from the right side of the head and does I don't really know what to call it. I think it's a double over knot. So you come over the head, through the loop, over and through, instead of like doing the typical over-under knot, which is like, I use those a lot, and a lot of people do that for the top strings, your typical where it stays together. Before I had done an over-under knot from the left side to the right, but did it from the right to the left because it looked right. And one thing I do differently from East Coast Dyes, you can see there's a 9-diamond here that isn't used, because what I see from the pictures, is that he loops it down to the 10th instead of using that 9th. So he uses the 9th row, which is pretty confusing, but then for the very ends, for the bottom sides, or for the left and right sides, he goes to the 10th diamond row beneath it to lock. That's my interpretation. I'm not sure if that's right or not, but it seems to work pretty well, and that's what it looks like in the pictures. So once you're done that, another thing I changed is, and I learned this from East Coast Dyes, is his special interlocks are very unique. Instead of doing a regular special interlock where you go through the diamond and in through the head and then through that loop you made, you actually through the same diamond, you come through the 10th diamond into the head and then in through the loop, but through the 9th diamond. So if you want to see that, watch his video. I'll put a link in the description for you guys because it's really confusing, and I wouldn't recommend this for beginner stringing because it's not the easiest pocket to string. It can be done though. Like I said, everyone interprets it different though. So that's what I would call Mark Matthews SI, and this is on the Evo 3X, so it's not going to be exact. I had to correspond with the best I could for sidewall holes because they're a little bit differently placed. But what I did is the top string on the first hole, started the second, skipped Mark Matthews SI, pretty sure there's nothing there, and then Mark Matthews SI, skip Mark Matthews SI, skip Mark Matthews special interlock, and then there's the special part. That's where he doubles up, and I'm pretty sure this is how he does it. He does a double SI, so he comes through the tops of 2 diamonds and then goes through the head and then comes up through both diamonds and through that loop in the same thing, and that's where it really distinguishes it from hard mesh, because if you try and do this with hard mesh, I guarantee you it will not come out right. You're just going to get way too much bunch, and the soft mesh is the way to do it for this. If you get like a soft mesh like East Coast mesh, it can work out for you, but I think the best way honestly to do it is with soft mesh. I think I've done it with East Coast mesh before, but I'm not really sure. And then you just do a downwards 1, so instead of coming underneath the diamond, I go down. I'm sure that's right, I've seen it. a 1 and then a special interlock after that. So you're going 1, like you're just going skip 1 SI, another SI, and then finish to the bottom hole, because in the I was short a hole on this compared to the Evolite X, so I just continued it down to the bottom, and that worked out real well for me because he does a 1 at the bottom to finish it off, and then a really tight bottom string, just a weave to hold it all together. I'll get it from that side. You can see it's so tight you can hardly see it, and unfortunately my camera has it's not very good. It's pretty old. It's not HD or anything, unfortunately, but gets the job done. So, and then the top, can't talk. The shooting strings, I'm not sure if they're the 9th or 10th diamond. It's really hard to see if through the pictures because they're a little bit, I don't know, there's so much going on, it's hard to distinguish. But this is how I interpreted it. So I did the 4 10 diamond rows. So the first underneath the top string, and then the 3 underneath of that. And it came out looking really nice, and the thing just works beautifully. You can easily throw those Mark Matthews fakes. You know, it's got that great hold and that low whip. So overall, a really solid pocket, and I think this is how I'm going to continue to string them. Really different stringing, and if you know how to string well, try it out, see how it works for you, because it's nice. But if you're a beginner stringing, maybe get someone else to do it for you. Alright, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Season's coming up. Keep practicing and playing. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.